Hey guys, this is GamerCow, hopefully playing the Pokémon trading card game for the last time here. This is take 2, unfortunately, because the recording didn't save. Fraps was being a retard, I guess. It was lagging my computer a lot, so it must have been doing something, but it didn't seem to be recording, which was stupid. Anyway, the unfortunate thing with that is that I did go ahead and do the whole of the last thing, so I am missing the opportunity now to show card stuff. But basically, Ishihara, once you've done the game, you talk to the woman again in the Rock Club, or that guy I think from the Lightning Club, whichever one. But you can get yourself a Surfing Pikachu, a second one, which has a very slightly different artwork. You can see it's got a mountain in the background, and that little Airstream thing. Otherwise, it's exactly the same, but it is the last card that you can get from the game, which is just there. Then Ronald, he goes ahead and says stuff about cards and love and blah, but then he basically goes, oh hey, how about a game? But even if you say yes, he's like, I'm building a deck that's better than yours. I don't know. I do remember reading that the way you play him again is by having all of the cards, but I have all of the cards, so I don't know. Maybe if you need the Phantom cards as well, for some obscure reason, but I've just never ever been able to play him again, and I don't know if you can. So if you can, and I'm just being silly by something I've never known about the game, then do leave a comment, let me know. Anyway, the challenge hole, it's not actually active at the moment. It was active the last time I was in here, but that sort of happens periodically. It just, like, once you've played a certain amount of games or something, I think, then it just kind of comes back. And when you win, you get a random card from all of the promotional ones. So yeah. The other thing is just to read these last 3 mails here. They're all about the Grandmasters, which is hilarious because we've already beaten them, but there was no way that we could do this before. It's really dumb actually, because you could play them and lose to them and you sort of know what their deck is about, yet this kind of tells you again anyway, which I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb, personally. And yeah, just that is how it goes, I guess. You just sort of have text and his lightning wheat thing. I don't actually think that's the best way of doing it. Just fighting with the pure fighting cards is not actually that great. But oh well, gives you an evolution pack and it's going to have a Machamp. That's just fitting considering. Yeah, not too bad. Then Jack, Articuno, Quick Freeze, blah, other Freeze Dry. Basically he's a paralysis user, that's fine. We know that. And Mystery, because it has an Articuno on the top of it. And we get ourselves a Moltres. Hilariously ironic, actually. And the last one is about Rod. The longer the duel takes, the better he has. Yep, because it's basically he's an evolution master, as we sort of seen before. So kill them off early, that's it. And the final gift is a laboratory pack, which is going to give us Venomoth. That's kinda cool, because I like Venomoth. So there we go, that is all of the messages of the game. We've already done all of the trades and stuff, so yeah, that's just about it. The deck machines, I've shown them, they're now all lit here. Unfortunately, I kind of put all the medals in last time that were missing, so that's sort of unfortunate that I can't show that off. But whatever, what we can do now is a challenge machine. Yeah, dueling thing. Basically, you take one deck in and you play 5 opponents. If you beat them all, kudos. If you don't, well, not kudos. There is a thing in the sequel where it actually matters that for playing these if you want to get a bonus thing, but it doesn't in this one. So anyway, the deck I'm going to play with here is one of my favourites, although because of the way this game works, it still doesn't always work. It's still sometimes a bit slow, but it's the best that I can really do with this game, I think, other than Blastoise, pretty much. This is my Patchouli Royal Flare deck, basically. It's a deck that First off, I revolved it around Ninetales, because Ninetales has got that massive 80 damage for 4 fire, and unlike Charizard, who's the only other massively high attacker for that sort of cost, you only discard 1 energy with Ninetales. The problem is Vulpix kind of sucks, and it takes 4 turns to charge that up, because unlike Charizard, you don't have the double colorless energy advantage with it. So I now use that as the secondary thing, and my deck is primarily focused around Flareon, who does 20 less damage, but can use double colorless energy for the same basic attack. So really, that's what I've got it set for. I've also got the Jolteon because it is a lightning, weak, but it's not lightning weak at all, it's water weak, obviously. So I have that, and I've got Sycther to counteract water types. And, you know, the Magma Fossil is a very good starter, the Moltres is obviously there for its Fire Giver. I went and got a second one, it's the only legendary card I did get 2 of, because, as I said before, you play the Grandmasters again, you get 1 legendary card out of the 4, you only get up to 2 of each in total, so you can do it up to 5 times, blah blah. I have 1 copy of Dodrio in the deck as well, because if I get Dodrio out, it's not essential, but if I do get it out, it makes everything except Moltres retreat for 0 energy. I mean, Sycther already does, and so does Dodrio, but I mean, they retreat for no energy, so that you can just instantly switch out and keep going to the attacker which is most important at the time. Because of that, I don't play Switch and I play Full Heal instead, because if I use Full Heal, then it does what I tend to use Switch for anyway. I don't have any high energy cost cards to retreat in this deck, so I don't need Switch for that. So basically Switch would only be to get rid of status, and I figured Full Heal is better because then I just keep attacking with the card which I have out. Otherwise, one test change that you could do with this deck is to take the Super Energy Retrieval out and just put another regular one in, but I'm gonna keep the Super just now because I think it's pretty useful. You could put a 3rd Professor Oaken instead of the Computer Search, but again, I find the Computer Search... I don't know, maybe let's try these changes out, because I've always said to myself I should really test it, but... yeah, I just don't always have the time of that. I mean, I think it works either way. I'm pretty sure I've done this before, and it works either way around that you play it. But yeah, it's standard fare. Plus powers so that I can get Flareon to hit the magic 70 number, and that's generally it. So yeah, Challenge Regime, as you've seen, I've played it already once, which is annoying because I played against Jack in the final, and that was actually really challenging, so that's sort of annoying. And hey, we get to play Rod this time. So looking at this, there is still a fighting club thing, although that's a fossil club one, but there's lightning, there's Jennifer's a pain in the ass, but she's not that bad. Amanda is the one that was the one that had Cyphers and Wigglytuff and stuff. That's probably not going to be too hard. And Rod does use Gyarados, I guess, but shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I think this is a good set. So yeah, what the rest of this video is going to be is just showing off this place, pretty much. This is the last thing that we can do. Amazing that she doesn't have a basic though, that's hilarious. But yeah, this thing, it's 4 prizes for the first 3 games and 6 prizes for the ones with the Club Masters and the Grandmasters. I'm pretty sure it's always the same. It's 3 random players from the members of the clubs. Hey, Evian, Jolteon, and Flareon, and all good stuff. But yeah, there's the Club Masters as the 4th slot, and the Grandmasters as the 5th slot. Everything else is taken up by random players from the various clubs. It is completely random, so you can... I mean, last time I had 2 from the Rock Club. I mean, I had Jean and I had Matt, and I think I had, was it Jennifer? I'd like to say it probably wasn't actually, it was whoever came from the fighting club. That's... yeah, I can't remember the name of the person, I don't really pay that much attention, I'll be completely honest, but still. What do I want to get out here, though? I could get Moltres. That's a decent idea, I think. If I get Moltres, that means I'll have plenty of energy to play Flareon with. So, that sounds like a good idea to me. And I don't get to stop her attacking next turn, so she is going to get the Thunder Shock off. That's not good. Seriously not good when she paralyzes me as well. Jesus Christ. Just not my freaking day with everything. What do? I should maybe have gotten another Eevee because I don't have another Eevee. Oh god. Let's go ahead and put Flareon out just now because I really should try and get this thing killed. And yay, more tails! Go figure. I don't understand why the emulator keeps coming out of its window. It isn't because of Fraps. It's coming out the window whether I have 1 or 2 screens set up, whatever, whenever I play. So it's not Fraps. It's just deciding it's gonna be a pain in the ass. And Dodrio is totally useless. Hooray, I was hoping for a double colorless energy, but it just never came. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I do, however, get a couple of fire energies, so I have a little bit of setup. Don't know how I really want to go about this, because I don't necessarily want to attach more energy to that, but... what else has she got? It's just Surfing Pikachu, which takes 2 water energy. This is seriously tempting here to try and get Flareon set up. I'm a little bit concerned that she's gonna pit Raichu out though, because I don't have the ability to take that out as it stands. But I think I'm just going to go with this, and if it works, then it works. If not, well, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, why is she attaching a water energy to the card which already has 3 energy attached to it? Okay, I know she could use Thunder now, but there is no way that she can need this much energy on one card, especially when it's a water energy that she should have put on Surfing Pikachu so that it could attack next turn and kill me. Seriously dumb move. That's just stupid. I know who it is now, it's Jessica, not freaking Dude-Face. Jennifer is this one, Jessica is the fighting one. Don't know why I've only just suddenly thought of that, but yeah. I didn't need to attach any more energy, it doesn't make a difference, because she was an idiot, basically. She never should have attached like that, it was just stupid. Anyway, Ryan does play some water types because he does have the Ammonite line, so that could be interesting, and I am lucky I don't have just this. This is the one disadvantage of that, is you can have a solo Moltres start, which is very, very bad, because Moltres is not something you want to start with. Basically, Moltres is designed to freaking play after the first turn. Oh, Jesus. Ow! That could have ended in disaster. Ouch! I was not expecting that. Ow! Oh, my Eevee's face, that hurts so much. Oh god. Well, I'm getting a ton of energy off of this. Holy crap, 4 energy, wow. I don't think there is any point in trying to set up this Eevee though. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the fighting resistance of Moltres. There is no point trying to set this thing up. It's completely worthless. So yeah, unfortunately Eevee was death fodder. That's not how it normally goes, but oh well. I have 100 HP resistant to fighting Pokemon out right now, which can one-shot this thing, and yeah. It's there, and it's all good. He does get the special punch off, that's gonna 10-hit KO me however, so I really shouldn't be worried about that. Let's go ahead and get Ninetales set up as well, why the hell not? That is, assuming my single copy of Vulpix is in the deck, which it is. Okay, so Vulpix goes down on the bench, Moltres is going to Dive Bomb for non-glory because I get Tails. Hilariously good fun. Oh great, and now this mysterious boss out. So I can't just kill this game off as fast as I would have hoped. Damn it, Moltres, why can't you flip more heads? Seriously now, that's just depressingly bad. There we go. 1 turn too late, but we still flip the heads, we still get the Hitmonchan out, so I'm not going to take any more damage. And we get a Cypher, which is good because he's pretty grass weak in general. Oh gods. Never mind, I'm still actually, this thing can't touch me. It can't hurt me. It's impossible for this thing to damage me. I mean, it doesn't matter that I got heads this turn, because even if he was to somehow get fully charged up, he couldn't hurt me. 30 damage is the max, I have 30 damage resistance. Yeah, that was pretty damn awesome, I guess. It could have been, like last time I played him, that could have been very dangerous if I needed my evolution cards out, but I didn't, so whatever. Anywho, probably going to be the hardest match out of these, because Amanda isn't that easy if she sets up. But then again, most of her stuff isn't too bad. I mean, I have Jolteon in my starting hand. I have 2 bills, I have a Professor Oak. I don't think there's any way which I should be worried about this. So, I'm even, yeah, I put Eevee out first just because I don't really have much to worry about. However, do notice that she's playing 4 prizes now instead of the more standard, or the original 3 that she had. And I really probably should have put Magmar out first. That was a possibly bad idea, I don't know. Let's try and get Flareon going here. I think I can get Flareon going as well, that's the good thing. More fire energy, this is good. Try and stop this thing attacking, please. No, of course, we can't have nice things. Don't you dare get a... Thank you. I was gonna say, don't you dare get a double colorless there, because that would have one-shotted my Eevee, and I would have been sad, and you don't want the sad Eevee. Sad Eevees are not very good things to see when you are playing card games, or the standard game, or anything, because come on, Eevee's cute enough as it is, its cuteness quotient would be just horribly, horribly exaggerated. Why am I keeping on flipping tails here? I have Fury and Rage, and I'm gonna get Flareon to kick her ass next turn. Right, Trader over to get Flareon. And then we are going to get ourselves out the double colorless by trading away Full Heal and the Trader. This way I will get myself much more potential out of all of this with the overkill 120 damage thanks to weakness. If she puts down the Clefairy Doll, quick attack is a one-hit KO regardless. If she puts down Jigglypuff, quick attack is not a one-hit KO but flamethrower is. Really, there isn't much to be worried about here. And yeah, she got a basic out of her deck with Friendship Song. How about that? It's another Poliwag. Everything dies to Flamethrower. Nothing is important here anymore. You will all perish. Burn! Burn by the mighty Flareon! Hahaha! I don't know. So again, lots of plus powers here, which is alright, I guess. And she's gonna get some damage up on me. Whoop-de-doo, I don't care. I have freaking 70 HP, I'm not afraid of anything right now. And I do not wish to play Professor Oak yet, because I still have cards in my hand which I want to use. So that would be a bad idea. I don't even need to use Professor Oak though, because guess what? I got Fire Energy, so I'm just gonna one-hit kill everything anyway. Screw you. Nobody gives a damn about you and your silly little Poliwags, because Flareon will burninate the world regardless. Yes, it will burninate, that is just how badass it is. So, once again, Amanda was a pushover. No surprises there. This is why I love Flareon, it does so much freaking damage, seriously. Alright, Isaac probably isn't going to be that difficult either, because he doesn't have a whole lot that can withstand Flareon. And at least we do start with Sycther as opposed to Moltres. I have so many energy in my hand though, I don't need this many. And it's annoying because I have so many energy, yet I don't have a double colorless, so I can't attack turn 2 with Sycther. That's annoying. Wow, game, seriously. This is one thing which I have noticed during this LP, is that any time that I've said that, whether it's been good or bad, almost every time I have said, you know, I wish this would happen in the moment, or don't, you know, this would be bad if this would happen, or whatever. It has happened. Like, there's so many times I've drawn like water energy or something when I've asked for it. Now I've drawn double colourless when I've asked for it. There's been the time with that like Pidgey and the double colourless where I lost because I said it. And hey, 4 fire energy, can't argue with that. I now have freaking 7 fire energy and 1 double colourless. I have 9 cards in hand and 8 of them are energy. You know what would be really good next turn if I draw plus power? Nah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, it's just like karma in one way or another. Gust of Wind is not plus power, but it's still pretty damn awesome. Okay, right. Next turn I'm gonna start setting up the Moltres because it can do tons of damage. It'll one-hit KO like everything. Everything dies, everything burns, everything suffers, and yeah. By the way, random point here, is it just me that thinks that Voltorb, when Magnemite was made a Steel type in Gen 2, is it just me that thinks that Voltorb should have also been made a Steel type? I mean, I don't exactly know what Pokeballs are made out of, but I'm pretty sure some sort of metallic-like object could well be involved in that. And it's a Pokeball? Oh god, that's not good. This is what I get for talking about the Voltorbs and stuff. But yeah, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. Never mind. He did kill himself as well, of course. And hey, plus power! That's kind of useful. Maybe. Double colourless doesn't help in this situation, however. I think I'm going to trade away the Jolteon and get myself out an Eevee so I can try and get Flareon set up here. I don't think Ninetales is really going to receive very much action in this, which is a bit of a shame because Ninetales did actually win. Ninetales saved me against Jack when I played, you know, the lost take, the unrecorded take. But I don't think that's going to happen this time because I don't think Ninetales is really going to be that required anymore. And hey, a Professor Oak when I have like 5 energy in hand, because that's really useful. And we do get heads! Yay! So I get to kill off this, and I am hoping I can flip 1 more heads next turn, because I have plus power in hand. I have 2 plus power in hand, so I've got 2 chances to one-hit KO this because of the 10 damage that Magnemite did to it. This is why I don't really like self-destructs and stuff. And hey, another Moltres, look at that, there's gonna be more fire energy going out, because we really need more energy at this point. It's some sort of energy acceleration, I guess, and hey, flip tails on the plus power, how about that? No, it's a decent form of acceleration, although it's not... Acceleration's maybe the wrong word for it, because it's not quite like Rain Dance, which is the other acceleration of the deck. But yeah, I could actually bring Flareon out now. I think I'll leave it though. Let's try this again and hope that I can finish the match right here. There we go. Don't have to worry about any other choices because that's going to do 80 damage, which is good. Game over. So yeah, this deck is incredibly powerful when it sets itself up, and the only times it's not is when you are unlucky and you draw 0 cards to really play like everything with. And that's just it. And that's the hazard of playing energy, basically, because energy is a dead draw in terms of getting other cards out your deck. Hey, I do have 1 more other card. That's good, because as I've said before, the last thing you want to do is start with a Moltres, because you don't get the power of the legendary Pokemon if you don't play them down from your hand outside of setup. I think it actually says that, doesn't it? Yeah, not during setup, so you can't get anything out of them if you do that. The fact that he has 3 Pokemon though is a little bit unnerving. I hope he does not start the Kangaskhan, because that would be bad. See, this is it, karma. It's like the curse and the reverse curse at the same time, because it's a curse in the sense of it always happens, like, regardless, but it's the reverse curse because it happens in the good way as well as the bad way. It's a very weird situation. Anyway, Moltres, how many energy are you going to give me this time? More than 1, that's a good start. 3! Wow, I am being very lucky with this. Holy crap, seriously! The first time I played this card in the last like recording thing, I only got 1, and then I only got 2 the second time I played it. So I'm getting a very, very huge amount of energy here, and that's good. Now let's go ahead with our Zero Retreat, go out to Eevee, and I'm actually going to put the double colorless on because Eevee can attack with the double colorless, and Flareon can also attack with the same double colorless. I'll be hoping to get a heads next turn so I can free hit KO this thing, but yeah. We'll just have to see. But I mean, if I can take this Kangaskhan down quick enough, I think this game is pretty much won. Because I don't think he's got anything else at the moment. Well, he's got another Kangaskhan, I guess, but that's too sharp, so if I can take this down quickly, yes! Karma is a bitch in every way of the word, but yeah, if I can get this down fast, there's not much he's going to be able to do to stop me. He really should have played on the Kangaskhan though, because you know Kangaskhan's attack, albeit flippy, is a very, very powerful thing, and he definitely should have been trying to play to that. You know what, let's just quick attack this turn, get myself a bit of an energy setup, and I flip tails every single turn apart from the setup starting thing. That's pretty bad. Yeah, he's starting to set up Kangaskhan as well, whoop-de-doo. Bill, what are you going to give me? You're going to give me a plus power now just to go haha screw you. No, you're going to give me 2 Professor Oaks. Hooray! This is why I don't like playing multiples of Professor Oak, because seriously. Oh well, Flamethrower kill, that's good. I can get another card out of deck, which is not out of deck, it's out of prizes. Hooray! Computer search is a very nice thing to have when you are playing Professor Oak and you get multiples of them, because you can discard the multiples of Oak and get yourself something a bit more important out of the deck. Okay, let's see what he has at the moment set up. Double colors on that. Okay, we are going to ditch that, and I'm going to ditch the plus power because nothing has 70 HP, it's all 80 or more, and I'm gonna get myself Gust of Wind. The reasoning behind that is that now I can Gust of Wind out the Charmander that has some energy on it and make sure that it doesn't evolve into Charizard and completely kick my ass, because you know it could happen. And now Flamethrower, of course, gets some attacking damage off. Obviously a one-hit kill, double colorless again, that's not terrible. I mean, I don't have much that will use it at the moment, but I do have enough that I can run with. I don't know why he's attaching to Charmanders instead of Dragonair though. I would have thought Dragonair might have been a bit more useful, but it's his call, not mine. Full heal, utterly useless in this match. The best it could be used for is Confuse Ray, but even that's not that important. So we'll get those 2 energy back. I might as well get Dodrio out right now so that I can retreat for no energy, should I need to. And we're just gonna go ahead with a Flamethrower, there's no need to do anything else. So yeah. I might quick attack next turn though, just to try and save some energy. He's not attached any more energy, so I might do that. Because I mean, I only have 4 more Flamethrower. 4 more Flamethrower is enough though. Yeah, what am I talking about? Let's just go with it. Just guarantee the kill rather than hoping to get a heads. And yeah, Flamethrower is just much more useful right now. I don't know why I'm thinking otherwise. So, he's got Magikarps, whoop-de-doo, doesn't make a difference. I mean, if he evolved, it would be maybe a little bit scary, but I could set something up on an emergency, so it's not that bad. And we'll just keep on wailing on everything with our Flamethrower. This is what the deck is built for. It's built for Flareon, it's built to get Flamethrower running very quickly, and this is exactly what it's done. I mean, they're supposed to do a little bit more damage than this to me, and they can easily do it. It's not as if they don't have the attacks. It's just they don't have time to set up if they, you know, with Rod's deck being so slow. This is why I've always said he's a terrible final player, because the deck he has is just not fast enough. It's far too heavy on the evolution base, and you just can't get away with it, really. I mean, he does actually play Kangaskhan and Lapras though, so it's not as if he has no, like, starter Pokemon. It's just most of his cards are too weak for it. So I don't know, Rod is just not very good. Unfortunately, it's a shame really that I couldn't keep that match with Jack, because that was actually really good, and that showed off the deck a lot better. But oh well. So yeah, we've beaten them, we've increased our record to 10, whoop-de-doo, nobody really cares because it's not that important. But that is the game done, that is the last thing which I could show off, because seriously, there is him that's the tutorial game again. I think I probably haven't shown all of Aaron's decks, but I don't really care to be honest, because he only ever gives energy anyway, and I don't need energy at this point. There's no challenge hole going, I don't need to play these guys again, I can't play Ronald, there's nothing else to do. So this has been Gamer Cow playing the Pokemon trading card game for the last time, and tune in next time for, I guess, the start of Sonic Generations, since that is the next thing I'm gonna do. I'll explain it at the start of that video as well, but fair warning on that, some of the cutscenes don't work on the PC version, so I'm gonna have to try and find those otherwise. I have a video in mind that I'll probably take the cutscenes from, but it isn't in HD, so you will notice that, unfortunately. Most of them do work, but it's a couple at the end, and I think 1 or 2 at the start don't work. So yeah, that's gonna be an editing job, but oh well, that's saved for next time. So yeah.